actually, one important point that I wanted to underline is exactly the accelerator program that you guys have in London, because it's unique. So, you know, we have many campuses across the world, but where we have the accelerator program after the master's is only London. So
it is.
Exactly.
It is only London. So absolutely. And that's a really good point to make, actually, Sylvia, because what happened was when I redeveloped the master's programs, I worked really closely with the careers team and said to them, I'm getting so much feedback from students who want to go into industry, and it's really relevant that these students want to go into industry, but they want to actually set up their own businesses. So we used to have an accelerator program, not accelerator, it was an entrepreneurial program, which was aside from this. It has to be embedded in the program, which is why this has then taken off in such a big way. And it's been hugely successful as a result of that. And the students have had, you know, many people, it's so unique and so fantastic. I had students that came to me in day one who wouldn't stand up in front of anyone, and yet they were in front of massive audiences, and felt so comfortable with that. So, you know, we've had an incredible success rate.
Oh yeah, I can imagine. And yes, another thing about London that you mentioned is that after your master degree, you can extend your visa and stay 2 more years, while in the other campus, 1. So
that's
this
correct.
is another great advantage of choosing our London campus.
Absolutely. And London, like Stelio said, you know, we're in a fabulous location. You know, we're right in such a lovely part of London. You know, we're right in the hub of, you know, fashion and technology and finance. You know, this is a beautiful location we're in, and there's so much. We're surrounded by so much here, and it's really easy to get to. You know, and our actual building is beautiful. It's an old factory, and so it has all the original features. It's lovely. We're very lucky, actually, very lucky.
When I was there last time, I mean, everything was, I was so surprised that it was that beautiful.
Yeah, it's beautiful, so beautiful.
Of Marangoni.
It really is.
Opinion.
Yeah, thank you. It really is.
Yeah. Okay, so I'm going through some questions that we received in the meantime. Some are actually for Stelios. So let's go back. I see here that they were mentioning the industry projects and talks that we have also for our bachelor programs in fashion design. Do you have a few more examples, Stelios?
Yes, of course. Apart from Palmer Harding, which is a project we do in the first year, and then the other 2 units in the second year, that we always bring a different brand or a combination of brands for the students to work on. We also have, I mean, Catherine mentioned Paul Smith, but we also had Simone Rocha recently. And these were just 2 of the very recent examples of the talks. We call them In Conversation With, which are open to the whole school. In some cases, there is more than just the talk. There is feedback to the students, especially when it comes to the mentorship program. Every year we have a mentor for BA Fashion Design. This year we have Sarah Moa, who is a fashion journalist, a critic, and she promotes a lot of young talent. So she will be mentoring our 3rd-year students during the development of finalization of their collections. Last year, our mentor was Bianca Saunders, a menswear designer, London-based menswear designer. The year before, we had Grace Wales Bonner from Wales Bonner. She is the creative director of her brand. She was the mentor. The year before, it was Katie Grand. who is a stylist, a fashion journalist, a magazine editor. We had talks by Christopher Kane, a well-known designer, Phoebe English. She did a talk on sustainability. The list goes on and on.
Exactly, we have so many.
There's always someone around, and not just the creative directors, but also and the founders of brands, but also we have specialized workshops. For example, I've got a contact from the industry, Emma McClelland, who's a knitwear specialist. She works with different brands, Dior, Bottega Veneta, and she develops the really complex knitwear for them that the in-house team are unable to, because obviously you need that type of expertise. So she comes in and works with the students. First of all, presents all the information and the technicality of designing knitwear and also developing knitwear to our students, but also after that she helps with one-on-one sessions students on how to develop ideas from their collection and make them but in knitwear, in knitted versions, and we have workshops on embroidery. We had Cement Pleating, which is a pleating company, come in a couple of weeks ago to show all the potential in pleating fabric to our students. And with things like that, where there's also discounts for our students, there's specific offers that the companies or the workshops can provide, and definitely a lot of support in that. So yeah, the list goes on and on. I can go on for days, but yeah, there's always someone exciting visiting the school, so an interesting workshop or a talk or a project.
Yeah. And actually this connects with another question that I received, which is like, which kind of support does Marangoni give to their students compared to other schools? So of course, industry connections, as we just mentioned.
But talking about support, it's really important question, really a really important point for us at Istituto Marangoni, and specifically in London. I can share with everyone what we have. So much support. I mean, starting from the first year, as I said earlier, we don't expect students to have those fashion skills and the knowledge, so we start from the very beginning, but it means that we also have all the right workshops and training for sewing skills from the very beginning. But on top of that, there is support, technical and creative support at the school for the duration of the day, from 8 a.m. until 8 p.m., which the school is open. There's always a studio manager to help the students with their creative technical work, but also technicians that can sit with the students and demonstrate specific ways of constructing. I mean, we've got really good setup, meaning the rooms with computer, iMacs, and also all the software available for the students to use. Generally, the labs are available always with the support of a technician there. It could be laser cutting, 3D printing. The accessories lab is always available for them to use. They can book time in with the accessories technician. We have also added a few Saturdays per term when the students are working, finalizing their projects. So yeah, there's a lot of support, and if the students ask for it, someone is always there to help them.
Yes. And actually, I see another question that connects again with what we just said, because they are asking, would a degree in fashion design be more design, creative oriented, or more technical skills? And actually in London, we have the laboratory, as you just mentioned, somebody always available Exactly. So it's both, correct?
Yeah, it's absolutely both. It's a fusion of technical, digital, creative skills. As I've shown you, the projects really, every single project combines all that cumulative way of working and the knowledge that is gained throughout. Yeah, I couldn't tell you that it is a balance of everything, because that's what we look at, what's necessary in the industry, what the industry needs out of young professionals, the graduates, and we make sure we support with that knowledge. So we combine those elements on every single unit the students have to complete.
Mm.